Today, I am finally answering the internet's most asked video editing question, which is, which software should you actually use for your projects? I have messed around with more than 20 different editors at this point. Everything from brilliant powerhouses to apps that really make you question your humanity. Instead of listing 100 niche tools that nobody uses, let's focus on the big four people keep arguing about online: Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, and CapCut. But here's the twist. I am also going to show you how a newer kind of tool called Vizard fits into this whole workflow and fixes a ton of problems that creators are silently stressing about. I built a ridiculous scoring system for this, because that is what internet people seem to like the most. We will look at 9 different categories, where each category gives 4 points to the winner, 3 to second, 2 to third, and 1 point to the poor soul in last place. At the end, we will total everything up and finally crown a champion. If you are already reaching for the comment section to yell about Avid or Media Composer, just breathe, because this is about the tools most YouTubers and social editors actually reach for. First off, Final Cut Pro is the odd one out because it is strictly Mac only. If you are on Apple hardware, it is extremely smooth, like butter on silk smooth, especially on those newer chips. The magnetic timeline is unique, as clips just snap together and behave like obedient little ducks. It is streamlined, clean, and very Apple, prioritizing simplicity and speed over granular complexity. It has been around since 1999, and you can tell it has that distinct Apple DNA. Pretty, approachable, and opinionated. Premiere Pro is what I am probably most known for using in my own professional work. It is the industry workhorse, featuring a rigid timeline, tons of controls, and insanely customizable effects. If you love keyframes and frame-by-frame precision, Premiere gives you that surgical level of control. It is also part of the massive Adobe ecosystem, so linking to After Effects, Photoshop, and Audition is basically magic. Premiere has been evolving since the 90s and has gotten way more user-friendly, though yes, it still has that pro-level complexity. CapCut is the youngster here, born in 2019 from the folks behind TikTok, and it started as mobile first before becoming a capable desktop app. Its vibe is loud, colorful, and pre-packaged with a ton of ready-made effects and sounds designed for shorts. It is basically the tool for people who want polished-looking TikToks without needing to be an effects nerd. DaVinci Resolve has been exploding lately, partly because Blackmagic made it free, and partly because it is just absurdly powerful. The thing that sets it apart is nodes, where instead of stacking effects in layers, you string nodes together to build complex color and compositing setups. It has a terrifyingly deep Fusion page and a full audio suite, plus a free version that is actually usable for most creators. Alright, category 1 is ease of use, which is subjective, but I have used them all long enough to have a real opinion. The winner is Final Cut Pro, because it is just the easiest to pick up, and everything is tidy. Second is Premiere Pro, which is easy to learn but much harder to master over time. Third is CapCut, simple for basic social edits, but it can get messy behind all those stickers and effects. Fourth is DaVinci Resolve, not because it is bad, but because it is quite intimidating to beginners with lots of tabs and workflows to learn. Category 2 is keyframes and animation control, which I love because good keyframe tools make a video feel alive. Premiere wins here with the best balance of usability and precision. DaVinci has been catching up fast with recent UI updates that highlight keyframes more clearly, so it is a strong second. CapCut is fine for basic motion, but it feels limited compared to the top 2. And Final Cut is usable but not where you go for deep keyframe work. Category 3 is UI and user experience, which is essentially the vibe of the software. In my opinion, Premiere's recent UI polish makes it feel the most utilitarian and comfortable for long editing sessions. Final Cut looks gorgeous, basically pro iMovie, and I adore the Apple aesthetic, so it ranks high here. DaVinci is powerful but can feel messy as it wears its art school heart on its sleeve, and CapCut is just a bit too loud and chaotic for my taste. Category 4 is built-in effects and presets, which is important for creators who want to make stuff that pops without building everything from scratch. DaVinci takes first place because its effects feel polished and purpose-built. CapCut is shockingly strong here, offering a ton of plug-and-play effects for social content. Premiere is excellent if you layer things with third-party packs, but out of the box, it is a bit more plain. Category 5 is stability and bugs, which used to be a roast fest aimed at Premiere, but Adobe has cleaned house and it is really stable now. Premiere takes this one. DaVinci is stable for most things but has more edge cases, while Final Cut and CapCut are pretty on par. Category 6 is audio and sound design. If you care about sound, Premiere is the winner because of its deeper audio controls and integrations with Audition. DaVinci's Fairlight is powerful but feels a touch less immediate, and CapCut is fine for simple social cuts but not for serious mixing. Category 7 is the all-in-one package, what you get out of the box without buying more apps. DaVinci wins this hands down, offering color, VFX, nodes, audio, and delivery all in one. Premiere is great but really shines when paired with After Effects, and CapCut has a lot of social tools baked in. Category 8 is price and payment model. DaVinci Studio is a one-time payment and the free version is usable, which is why it gets top marks. Final Cut is also a one-off payment but more expensive upfront, and Premiere's monthly price is steep. Category 9 is ecosystem and cross-app versatility, looking at how well you move parts of a project between apps. Premiere wins for integration, while DaVinci is getting stronger with cloud projects and multi-user timelines. CapCut scores because of phone-desktop continuity, which is super useful for creators on the go. All right, tally time! And after those 9 categories, Premiere Pro squeaks into first place. But here is the plot twist I want to make sure you don't miss. Almost every editor above struggles with turning long-form content into short clips. Everyone is trying to feed the social beast, and manually clipping, captioning, and sizing is where creators burn the most time. That is where Vizard is honestly game-changing. Vizard isn't trying to replace Premiere or DaVinci, it complements them by taking that long-form file and automatically finding the best moments. It creates ready-to-post short clips, formats them for each platform, and can even schedule them on autopilot. You can keep your creative control in your main editor and use Vizard to scale distribution without hiring an army of editors. 3 things Vizard nails. It automatically edits viral clips by scanning for engagement, it schedules posts on autopilot, and it manages everything in a content calendar. Normally, you would watch a long interview twice, mark interesting bits, export, caption, and manually schedule. With Vizard, you point it at the raw footage, set a posting cadence, and it spins out a week of ready-to-post shorts. My hot take? Use the right tool for the right job. If you love the granular control of Premiere, keep using it. But if your goal is to turn long videos into consistent hits without burning out, Vizard is the missing piece. So, test it with one long video and see how many clips it generates that you would have otherwise missed. No hype, just more reach and less busy work. So peace out and go make something great.